and welcome to the Oddity Archive, the show that always seems to be just slightly out of tune, and we wouldn't have it any other way. Anyway, it's that magic time of year again, so you know what that means, right? Lots and lots of Barbara Streisand. Told you there was a lot. Anyway, if the audio there seemed a little poor and the video seemed to be just a bit glitchy by LaserKaraoke standards, it's because, admittedly, we had a pretty poor year in terms of finding LaserKaraoke discs. We had a much better one with VCD karaoke, though. Transferring these things sucked.
It's tearing up my heart when I'm with you, but when we are apart, I feel it too.
God help us all. Now, with late 90s pop hell in mind, let's just dive right in and take a look at our first disc, because a lot of these are going to be in late 90s territory today. Anyway, the first one here, the cover doesn't really clearly state the name, but it is called Pop Top Hits, and this is from Taiwan. Now, that title, Pop Top Hits, kind of threw me because at first I thought maybe I was getting a collection of songs about soda cans. Unfortunately, I was a little disappointed. Now, the cover to this next one kind of threw me for a bit of a loop as well, because if you look at it just right, I swear it's like a magic eye puzzle or something, but if you look at it just right, it kind of looks like a couple of severed goat heads staring at each other. And of course, if you look at it properly, it's intended to be the hands of God. Yes, this is a religious disc. And this is Indonesian, so that's a new one for us, isn't it? Anyway, this was put out by Maranatha, presumably the same Maranatha as here in the States, and it's your standard fare 90s contemporary Christian stuff, albeit in Indonesian. Because haven't you always wanted to do some Indonesian contemporary Christian karaoke? Last year, we encountered our first Filipino title. This year, we've got 5 of the damn things. So this first one is the only one that's mostly in Filipino, and it's called Opm Hit List for Women. Take a wild guess who this is geared towards. Anyway, like last year's disc, most of the songs are in Filipino, but there are a few English ones, and none of them ever caught on in any predominantly English-speaking country. And with that in mind, there really isn't anything quite as awesome as Kamusta Ka on here, but there's still a few gems to be found. As for the 4 other Filipino titles, 2 of them are from the same series, and that series is called Famous Gold Selections Female Classic. And these discs date to roughly 2000, but the footage is a good bit older. And not only that, it's from other karaoke companies. And not only that, some of the footage you've probably seen on the archive before.
There are mountains in our way, but we climb the stairs every day. Love lifts us up where we belong.
This next disc is from the classic Love Songs series, and this is geared towards male vocalists, and it's the only one I've got like it, for what it's worth. And frankly, it's a little dull visually. Well, maybe more like a little nuclear visually.
Don't give up on us, baby. Don't make them all seem right. The future isn't just one night.
The last of today's VCDs is probably my personal favorite of the lot, and it's hits of Kenny Rogers. And I'm pretty sure that's not Kenny Rogers on the cover. Anyway, unsurprisingly, Kenny on here sounds absolutely nothing like the real thing. But he does sound an awful lot like a certain semi-infamous 90s outsider music figure who went just by the name Wayne.
Hey, my deep bosom woman, you know I'm looking for a deep bosom woman.
I only found 3 laser karaoke titles this year, and they were actually all still sealed when I got them. But they're all from the Megastar, or New Tech, you'll see that logo a lot, Hit Songs series. And these all, they have the same artwork most of the time, except for, I guess, starting somewhere around volume 40, they started to go for something a little more jazzy. But anyway, these were indeed intended for North American audiences, and they all date to 1994 and 95, and they're notable for, one, some pretty dull visuals, but more than that, number 2, what they consider to be hit songs, because most of the songs on here were, I guess, technically hits, but they were only hits on, like, the R&B charts or the album rock chart, So it just kind of left me wondering. I mean, I like, say, Rush as much as the next guy, but was Counterparts era Rush really a good choice for karaoke? There's been one pretty significant upgrade here in Archive Land since last year's Laser Karaoke episode, and that is that we are now the proud owners of a genuine 1992 vintage Laser Karaoke machine. So, Ed, if you'll go ahead and throw up the picture. There we go. So, If we look at the front here, we've got a row of direct access buttons running across the top that will take you to a specific chapter of a disc. And on the right-hand side of the machine, we've got selection buttons for both sides of the disc. So, in other words, yes, it will play both sides of a Laserdisc without taking it out first. And I used this function only once, and I'll never use it again because, well, the mechanism managed to scuff one of my discs while changing sides. Anyway, moving on, below that we've got a series of buttons that will add effects to the music and or vocals, and to the left of that we've got the audio mode and, better yet, key change buttons. And to the left of that, we've got a headphone jack, 2/4-inch microphone inputs, and an 1/8 inch jack, presumably for whatever minor peripheral you'd like to throw in there, like maybe a small mic mixer or something, I don't know. And, of course, volume and gain knobs. So, I'm sure you'd like to see a demo, huh? Good thing I made one ahead of time. Alright, so for demo purposes, I'm going to have to do this with you just watching the footage of what's going on. When I press a button or I turn a knob on this LaserKaraoke player, nothing happens on screen, so I'll have to talk you through it. But right now we are just in plain dry mode. I'm at half power in terms of mic gain, so I can turn myself down from here quite a bit. And I can also really crank myself, but let's try it mostly at half power here. And yeah, let's get a little music going. You will have to, unfortunately, endure some of my warbling through this, but you know, what else is new? So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to adjust a knob that will adjust the balance between me and the music. So I'm going to tilt it in my own vocal favor now, and it just pops me out a little bit. So that's full power towards vocal, back to neutral, and then I can go down to music and it kind of drowns me out. Alright, so back to half power. And let's stop and let's just go through some of the sounds that you can get vocally and then subsequently musically. So let's start with the pop EQ setting on this, and you'll notice that my voice gets a little brighter and a little louder. So this is the pop setting, and let's jump now to jazz. This is the jazz setting. It's a little flatter, a little more bottom end, and then it goes even farther with the final setting, which is ballad. This is ballad mode, and let's shut it back off. Now we're back to normal. So let's get some music going here, and you can hear the different reverb settings. Let's get some guide vocal. Alright, let's start with the hall reverb settings. This is flat right now. Let's jump to hall. It's overloading it just slightly, but it's not too bad. So let's go to stage, which is probably the most natural sounding, as natural as you can get with something like this. And lastly, arena, which is just ridiculous. Alright, let's shut all that off. Okay, we're back to flat now. And I can give myself an automatic double track of sorts. There's a chorus button here. And so, you know, you can mask my wonderful, wonderful singing, but why would you want to do that? Okay, so let's jump ahead here to a little more lyric, just so you can hear what it sounds like. Maybe you're too close to see. I can feel your body move. Yeah, I'm awesome. Good thing I can change the key, because this is a little high for me. I can't go on, sing the same theme. I'm pretty sure it's theme, not that. Just can't you see, we got everything going on and on and on. Every time you go away. Alright, let's give myself some chorus here. Take a piece of me with you. Every time you go away. Yeah. Change the key back when I hit that button, though. Unfortunately, I can't do that with the key changed, so if I want my chorus, I have to leave it on the normal key, unfortunately. Now, there are two microphone inputs on this thing, and there's a button that says vocal power, or vocal partner, rather, which is now on. And every time I talk and I stop for a second, you'll hear the audio pop back into place, because it's a really bad auto duck.
I can't go on
Singing the same thing.
'cause can't you see?
We got everything.
No, no,
Yeah, you could probably really hear it that time.
time you go.
Alright, so there's your obligatory test for the day.
Piece of me with you. Every time you go.
Of course, there are some probably unintentional perks to having a proper laser karaoke player. One being that sometimes you can get certain songs to sound like they're being sung by certain semi-famous personalities.
If I had to live my life without you near me, the days would all be empty. The nights would seem so long. With you I see forever, oh so clearly. I might have been in love before.
Or you can take one of the more surreal laser karaoke titles and change up the music so it sounds a little more appropriate.
I really see you again, I go crazy.
When I look in your eyes, I still go crazy. No, my heart just can't hide.
Or on the more practical end of things, you can take a daunting song and make it a little less so.
No more sorrow, but that's the chance you gotta take if your love
But if anyone else dares touch your precious laser karaoke machine, you can punish them by making a hard song even harder.
Your sorrow shows, yes it shows.
Can't live, living without you. Can't give anymore.
Well, that was fun while it lasted, wasn't it? So let's get back down to business, finally. Every year when I do laser karaoke or whenever I do a record rip-offs episode, I always find some repeat offenders, and, well, who am I to screw with audience expectations?
My head is saying, fool, forget him. My heart is saying, don't let go. Hold on to the end. That's what I intended to do. I'm hopelessly devoted to
To everyone, it's like when your shattered lips standing in the ledge at a church where people sing, my God, let's stop. She stood him up. The point in us sprinting, he is well gone. Decided on my own, alone again. Actually,
right along the beach. Stay at home and watch TV and see it really doesn't matter much to me. I'm not talking about moving in, and I don't want to change your life. But there's a warm wind blowing the stars around, and that really
excuse me. This year was a bit of a gold mine for two things that we know all too well here in Archive Land: bad vocals and bad music. But what sets this year's montages apart from previous ones is just how often aggressively in your face bad things got.
Telling my whole life with his words, killing me softly with his song.
This is why I love refugee camp. Fries well, zero base, sitting up on the base. Well, I'm on this road, I got my girl there. One time.
As I walk by the seaside, as I walk through the grass, I see a little bluebird making love while I pass. Bees are humming and they're singing everywhere. Everyone's in love. Oh, oh, I love you, baby. I love you so. I need you, honey.
Days and rearrange and turn this planet back to one. Tell me why we got to die and kill each other one by one. We got to hug and hold a dove. We got to dance and feel love. And I got to know.
And I'll be there forever and a day. Always, I'll be there till the stars don't shine, till the heavens buzz, and the words don't rhyme. I don't wait out time. You'll be on my mind, and I love you, babe. Always.
Coming off a counting. When the deal is done, you got to know when to hold 'em, know when to fold 'em, know when to walk away, and know when to run. You never count your money. When you're sitting at the table, there'll be time enough for counting. When the deal is done, you got to know.
I want you to cry out for me, oh cry, yeah. I want you to cry out for me, yeah. Oh, I got a bit of loving you has drove me out of my head. Haven't shed a tear. I remember all that you said, all those stupid things that you were doing me. I want you to cry, cry me
I am the
Now, even though I was just a kid in the mid 90s, I remember the music pretty well, and I admit that it really wasn't a very good time for enunciation in pop music. Grunge, anyone? But that's got to be the only reason there could be for how some of the lyrics to some of these songs got so horribly botched.
Everybody hurts. Don't throw your hands. Oh, no. Don't fold your hands. You feel like you're alone.
Down with my team. Black coffee, no sugar, no cream. That's the kind of girl I need down with my team. Black coffee, no sugar, no cream. That's the kind of girl I need down with my team. I need a girl who ain't scared to scrap. Someone who's got my back. Gotta be a dark tan, a light skin, black, the type of girl that stays busy all day. But when the sun goes down, she's my sexy souffle. Hey. Somebody who really ain't afraid to work. And if you try to respect her, mess around and get your feelings hurt. She ain't friends from no corny, horny.
When the heart beats fast, the vicious cycle turns and burns. Without you, I cannot live. With the iron burning, I believe it's not too hell to pay. So take me now, take me now, take me now. Because the night belongs to my bed, I'll lie in it. I make my bed, I'll lie in it. Kill girls watch, naive either. Suck me under, maybe forever, my friend. Yeah.
As two of today's discs were mostly not in English, some of the video footage, I'm just really hoping that it was something that was lost in my not understanding any Indonesian or Filipino. Otherwise, you people are weird.
Yang ku perlu tembus juru selamatku. Oh haleluya, Tuhan padamu. Dalam darahmu kudus, sucikan dirimu.
As you've probably noticed, a lot of today's clips feature, just some model or models just strutting around for however long a song goes. Well, sometimes it kind of strays into intro to a bad porno territory. Not that I know. Oh, who am I kidding? This show is one big occupational hazard.
There's no place left to hide. There's no greater power than the power of goodbye.
logical, you know how I do. The word attack kills and vocabulary forms through the hissing, the dissing, hissing, it's all brand new. You're through. I mean a planetarium like Doctor Who. So who? Born to get tripped on, word is born. I kick the rhyme to the AM foe, just one.
You picked a fine time to leave me loose. For 400 children that are cropping the field. I've had some bad times, lived through some sad times. This time you hurt me, won't you? You picked a fine time to leave me loose.
Fills my heart with desire when she wraps her loving arms around me. Almost drives me out of my mind. I feel a funny little feeling inside that chills start running up and down my spine. Well, my baby, she's alright. Well, my baby's clean out of sight. Don't you know she's some kind of wonderful? Yes, she is some kind of wonderful.
Given that about 75% of the karaoke discs we've looked at on this show date to from 1991 to 96, it's really surprising that it's taken me this long to finally have this happen. So, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, so awesome it deserves its own standalone segment, the official Oddity Archive Boys to Men montage, in which the boys seem to just keep getting progressively more drunk.
Pour the wine, light the fire. Girl, your wish is my command. I submit to your demands. I will do anything. Girl, you need only us. I'll make love to you like you want me to. And I'll hold you tight, baby, all through the night.
Why do we hurt each other? Why do we push love away? Can you tell me how a perfect love goes wrong? Can somebody tell me how to get things back the way they used to be?
And I will not let go till you tell me to. I'll make love like you want me to. And I'll hold you tight, I'll make love when you
Go back to the days when love was home. Can you tell me how a perfect love goes wrong?
Given that this year's batch of discs was ultra heavy on the ultra bland visuals, I was a little worried that I just wasn't going to find anything to add to our little canon of just over the cliff crazy clips. But as it turned out, the ultra bland visual was really just the ace up my sleeve that I needed to make this year's Laser Karaoke Party complete. Enjoy.
I came to bring the pain, hardcore from the brain. Let's go inside my astral plane, find out my mental, based on instrumental records, so I can write my monumental methods. I'm not a king, but the niggas decaf for sticking for the cream. Now check it, boss. The niggas got tossed to the side. I'm your dark side of the force, of course. I met the man for the Wu-Tang Clan, but it's hectic coming from the headies. Now check it. Stuck it, 2 tears in a bucket. The niggas want the ruckus, bucking at me, boy. Now bust it. I'll freaking cut off your kneecaps and make you kneel in some staircase. I'll freaking cut off your eyelids and feed you nothing but sleeping pills. Yeah.
Well, that's it for today's archive. Join us next time when I seize the airwaves and pollute it with nothing more than just good old straight up laser karaoke. But in the meantime, I've got a little score to settle. Okay, song Your Ass Is Mine, and I got a secret weapon now. Let's see if I can't do this. Let's get this down into a key I can actually handle. No New Year's Day to celebrate. No chocolate covered candy heart to give away. No first of spring. No song to sing. In fact, it's just another ordinary day. No April rain. Flowers bloom. No wedding Saturday within the month of June. What it is, oh it is something true, made up of these three words that I say to you. I just called to say I love you. I just called to say how much I care. I just called to say I love you. And I mean it from the bottom of my heart.
Sometimes everything is wrong. Now it's time to sing along.